Hi, I'm David from Migration Services. I'm pleased to meet you both. You must have many questions about life in Australia.
Thanks, David. We have heard Australia being called the land of plenty. Why is that?
It's often called the land of plenty, as it is a great place to work, live and bring up your young ones. It has many natural resources and a great health and social security system.
Tell us more.
With a population of just 24 million and a landmass of 7.7 million square kilometres, Australia is the least densely populated continent. Surrounded by water, it is the home of kangaroos, koala bears, the Sydney Opera House and the Great Barrier Reef. In addition, it has vast mineral resources including iron ore, coal and rare earths.
Wow, that sounds great. But what about the economy?
The economy is very stable as it is supported by the commodity and agricultural industries, which in 2015 made up 42% and 14% of the $205 billion exports. Australia was the only major economy to avoid falling into a recession in 2008 as part of the global financial collapse.
What about doing business there?
Australia is a great place to start up a business. There are many opportunities and it is ranked as one of the least corrupt economies.
Is it easy to find a job?
Australia with such a strong economy has a low unemployment rate of just 5%. There is a shortage of skilled labour and skilled professionals. Many occupations are included in the government's migration list that prioritises visa applications.
As a non-Australian, will we fit in?
Australia is the most successful multicultural country. As a relatively young country, all people living there, with exception of the Aborigines, who are the original people of the land, are migrants. There are many Asians living there, and including some 865,000 people of Chinese descent and 650,000 from Vietnam. These combined represent over 6% of the population.
Is it easy to get into Australia?
You may have heard about Australia's strong border protection policy. As Australia has a fair migration policy, people should migrate through official channels. If you fall in love with an Australian and can prove that it is a lasting and real relationship, if you have a particular skill that is in shortage or are an entrepreneur or investor that wants to set up business there, you are also welcome.
That sounds great, but is it safe?
Sydney and Melbourne rate in the top 10 safest large cities in the world, and other smaller cities such as Brisbane, Adelaide and Perth are even more safe.
What about my family?
Australia is very family orientated and will offer visas to the immediate family members of the successful visa applicant.
What about the climate and the people?
Most of Australia has a mild summer and winter, with the exception of Central Australia, which is desert. However, the vast majority of people live within 200 miles of the coast. Australians are laid back, have a passion for sports and place a great value on having a balanced life.
And the education system?
Australian citizens are entitled to free education, and the education results are well above the average of other economically developed countries. There are many great private schools which produce outstanding academic results.
Fantastic!
We are so excited! What's the next steps?
You need to contact a registered migration agent, such as my company, Migrate Services, and we guide you through the whole of the application process.